www.redcross.org.
Well, good morning again. We're continuing with Silver Style. Nice to see all of you on this Sunday morning. My name is Jill Bauer. As many of you know, I've been out on maternity leave. I'm actually just back for this show today. I'm taking the rest of September off, and I'll be back full-time as of October 2nd, but I brought some baby pictures. So we're doing like a little Trevor timeline here this morning. So a lot of you already saw this picture. This is when he was just a few days old. And then this is a picture when he was like maybe 2 weeks old. And then this is a picture with my mom. There he is, just laughing. So cute. And then this is, I'm going to show you one more. This is the most recent one. That was just like maybe a couple weeks ago. So there's my little Trev. Cute, happy baby. Sleeps through the night. Sleeps like a champ. Just will sit and laugh and giggle. And, you know, he's doing great with big sister Kylie. He loves her. She loves him. It's just really very nice. So thank you for all of your nice wishes. And I'll bring more pictures in when I come back in October so we can see how he's grown. Okay, let's get back to silver, and we're going to talk about big, bold silver. If there is a trend in jewelry right now overall, the trend is more. The trend is bigger. The trend is more standout pieces of jewelry. So don't these earrings fit the bill? An earring that's going to be a little more noticeable. These are our big and bold Omega back hoop earrings. Now what's great about these earrings is you have this nice, big, bold presence, but these are done in an electroform process, so they're going to be nice and lightweight. So they have a bold look on the ear, they stand out, it's a very flattering teardrop kind of a shape, narrower at the top, and then it widens out around the bottom. There's the Omega back, which is so comfortable and keeps that earring nice and flat and secure up against your face, but they're not heavy. They're not going to droop. They're not going to tug on your ear. The measurement on these earrings, 1 1/8 of an inch long, 5/8 of an inch wide. This is a great earring to layer with our Omega. So for those of you who picked up the Omega necklace that I have on, this is going to be a great earring to go with that Omega. And they're $28.75. So you have this wonderful, shiny, sculptural look in silver. I mean, this is really my favorite look in silver. I like it clean. I'm just not... Diamond cutting isn't really my first choice when it comes to silver for myself. I like silver that's shiny, smooth, polished, has a little bit of sculptural movement to it. These earrings have that. So I think that if you like that approach to silver, or those tend to be the pieces that you gravitate towards, you love the silver by a Robert Lee Morris, you'll like these earrings. Speaking of Robert, I saw a promotion that he'll be back to QVC on Tuesday. So make sure you keep an eye out for designer Robert Lee Morris and his RLM studio collection. He will be here on Tuesday, I think, for a 3-hour show from 3 to 6 in the afternoon. These are J09720. $28.75 is your price. Again, nice style, very comfortable to wear, and you'll see these on our model in just a second. Liza's here with us this morning. Hi, Liza. Nice to see you. So I'd love for you to see these on, because I think you get a better idea of what they look like up against your face when you actually see them on a real person. Liza's also wearing a great beaded necklace that's still to come in silver style, so if you prefer a beaded look to the sleekness of the Omega, know that that's still ahead for you to choose. And also notice the beautiful pin that Liza's wearing. That's from our Suspicion collection. Margot Potter's here. That's coming up as well. Hi, good morning. This is Jill. You're on the air. Who is this, please?
Good morning, Jill. This is Patty from Pennsylvania.
Hey, Patty. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm
Welcome
great.
back.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
How can we help you this morning?
Well, I got the earrings. As soon as I saw them, I ran to the phone.
Okay. What did you like about this look, Patty?
First of all, I like the big and bold. That's number one.
Okay.
I have a rounder face.
Yes.
And I think that'll really stand out, and it doesn't make my face look rounder, which I like.
Right.
And I buy a lot of jewelry from QVC, no problems whatsoever.
Good.
So I think this is going to fit the bill for both daytime and nighttime.
Absolutely.
Office, going out.
Absolutely. I mean, silver, that's one of the things I love about silver is sometimes I feel like with gold, if I wear it during the day with jeans and stuff, it's like I'm trying to dress up my jeans too much.
Absolutely.
But silver feels so at home with denim, and yet at the same time, I can wear a suit like I have today, and it feels at home there too. So
you got it. And I like to wear a lot of like black and navy blue, and I think that just adds to it. It just gives it a classy look.
Absolutely.
Well, and they really sparkle on TV, so great job.
And they're nice and lightweight too. You know, they have that big, bold look, but this is that electroform process, so they're able to give you that sculptural big look without a lot of weight.
And I love the fact the American Red Cross is going to, you know, they're going to put a portion in it, so this is going to be great.
Actually, with these earrings, I'm glad you brought that up, Patty. Thank you. $2 from every pair of these earrings sold, and then QVC matches that. So
thank you, QVC.
$4, and look, over 800 have been ordered. So just with this one item, thousands of dollars are going to help those people that need it so desperately.
So every time I wear it, I'll think of good things then.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Thank you, Jill. You take care and good luck. See you in October.
Sounds good, Patty. Thanks for calling.
Bye, dear.
Bye-bye. So J09720 is your item number for our big and bold Omega back hoop earrings. Close to 1,200 of those have been ordered. Again, want to remind you, $2 from the sale of each of those earrings are being donated by the vendor. QVC will match that to the hurricane relief efforts by the Red Cross. Also available on QVC this morning, this is our graduated Ratio necklace. We talked about a Ratio bracelet earlier. Now we have a Ratio necklace for you, J55588. Brand new from our stone form collection. We offer one stone form interchangeable earring that's always a bestseller. So we decided, let's come up with a new version, and that's what we did with these today. Red coral, turquoise, and lapis in these beautiful shapes. They're interchangeable. You get all those looks for $31. All right, we're going to talk about the beaded look now, and that's another look that you're seeing in Fashion Magazine. Beads, 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 whether they're in metal, whether they're in stone, whether they're in wood, whether they're in costume, whether it's pearl beads. It's all about beads right now, and layering and layering and layering with different types of chains. So you can do that with this particular polished bead necklace. I love that we have this in this 15-inch length. So if you want to, I'm going to just do it this way. If you want to wear almost like, a choker style of beads, you can do that. And a lot of you who love the 16-inch length will love knowing that this particular necklace has an extender. So this has a 2-inch extender, so the 15-inch can go from 15 to 17 inches. This also comes in the 17-inch length, or excuse me, the 20-inch length, and that's going to be extending from 20 to 22 inches. And then we have the 24-inch length, which can go from 24 to 26 inches. So you have the ability to make these longer or shorter. You have the ability to accommodate different necklines. Great layering piece. I mean, this is the modern girl's version of a strand of pearls, I think. A lot of the famous jewelry stores, the one we always joke and say, the movie that Audrey Hepburn was in where she had breakfast that time. They do some of these beaded looks, and they're very popular. But do you think if two women were standing next to each other and one was in the expensive, comes in a blue box version, and one was wearing this, could you really tell the difference? I mean, that's what I don't get sometimes when people get so wrapped up in, having to have the one that comes from the certain store. Because when you're wearing it, do you think people really know? Unless it's like blazoned across there on all of the beads that it's from that particular jewelry company, nobody knows. It's about the look. So that's what you have here. You have that higher end look in jewelry. Couple other things that we did here. These sterling silver beads are all polished. They're all hand strung onto a sterling silver chain. I wanted you to see the chain. So it's not like we just strung these onto a flimsy cord, which sometimes happen. We actually strung this onto a sterling silver chain. So you have the strength of that chain as the foundation for this beaded look. I wanted to look up real quickly to the millimeter size for you on these beads. They're 8 millimeters. So think of what the size of like an 8 millimeter pearl would be, a larger pearl, and that's what you have with this particular necklace. J05941 is your item number. Stay on the line if you're dialing in, and it's $33 to $53 depending on the length that you choose. We're going to go off to the phones real quickly. Hi, welcome. You're on the air. Who is this, please?
Barbara from Maryland.
Hi, Barbara. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
How can we help you this morning?
I ordered the beaded necklace and the big bow earrings.
Okay, two very nice pieces, Barbara. What can we help you with in terms of the length? Which length did you choose?
I ordered the 20-inch.
20-inch, very good. And that has an extender, so if you want to make it a little bit longer sometimes, you can do that.
Yes, I think I will enjoy this.
Good. Do you wear a lot of silver?
I have about 3 sets of silver, but I wear mostly gold, but I'm getting more silver now.
Getting into the silver.
I'll have a variety. Some days you feel like gold, some you feel like silver.
Sure. Well, I think you picked two nice pieces for your silver days.
Yes.
I hope you like them, and thank you for calling.
Thank you, and have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
By the way, if you were with us in May in Silver Style, you know that both the 15-inch and the 20-inch sold out. So if you want either one of those lengths today, and look how great they are if you layer a couple of them together. If you want either of those, please make sure that you dial in. Of course, the longer length necklace, very popular moving into this time of year with your turtlenecks and your heavier sweaters. By the way, these all fasten with a lobster claw clasp. And the vendor for this particular item will be donating $1 for each necklace that's sold, and QVC will match that. So again, with over 850 of these already ordered, that's $1 from the vendor, that's $1 by QVC matching, all going to the hurricane relief efforts through the American Red Cross. Hi, good morning. This is Jill. You're on the air. Who is this, please?
Hi, this is Madeline.
Hi, Madeline.
Louisiana.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. First of all, I'd like to welcome you back.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Feels kind of funny being back, actually. But I'm sure I'll get used to it in time.
You will. You will.
Getting up at 4:30 in the morning was nothing new for me, I'll say that much. How can I help you this morning, Madeline?
I like the shorter length in the necklace.
Okay.
I like shorter lengths also, like in bracelets and necklaces.
Okay, good. So you like that we had that 15-inch.
I like that you had the 15-inch. The 16-inch is still a little long on me. I have a very small neck.
Okay. All right. Well, but at least it'll be a little bit higher up than where the 16 hits it.
Right,
yeah.
right.
And
and
I will show you too that, you know, on the 15-inch the beads go all the way around. So it's really finished very nicely.
Yeah, I like that very much. And I like you to also put in for like the shorter bracelets also.
Okay.
We need more of those.
I know that we have coming up on October 2nd, Madeline, that's our big 24-hour Creed Silver Strike event. Okay. And I know that there are some, you know, shorter, you know, 6 3/4-inch bracelets coming up on that day.
Good, good. I like that.
So be on the lookout for that in about a month or so.
And I also like that $1 is going toward the fund here for us in Louisiana for our people that need the help.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was so impressed that we were able to contact our vendor community and that QVC was willing to match those donations.
I'd like to thank you for that.
Yeah, I think it's very important. So our thoughts go out to the people in your state, and I'm so glad that you could join us this morning.
Thank you. I'd like to say hi, if I could, to my daughter in Washington State. I know it's early, but hi, Jennifer.
I hope she's watching.
I hope so, too.
Actually, I hope she's getting some sleeping in on a Sunday morning.
Probably so.
But I hope that you get a phone call from her later today.
Thanks, Jill.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
J05941, your item number for these necklaces, 15 and 20 inches, sold out last time. Get them while you can. $33. That's a great gift idea. 15-inch length, great length idea for your daughter or your granddaughter or a niece, for a teenager perhaps. You need a gift idea coming up. You don't know what to get somebody. Who doesn't love a great strand of pearls? So just give it to them in silver. It goes with just as many things. It can look just as sophisticated. It looks great with the suited looks. The longer lengths work with your sweaters. So stay on the line if you're dialing in. Real quickly, we'll go back to the phones. Good morning. This is Jill. You're on the air. Who is this, please?
Hi, Jill. This is Pat. Excuse me, Pat.
Hi, Pat. How are you this morning?
I'm great, thank you.
Where are you calling from?
New York.
From New York. Very nice. And what did you think of the beaded look that we have for you this morning?
Oh, I've always loved that look.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
Before I forget, congratulations.
Thank you.
You have a beautiful little boy.
Oh, he's a treasure, I'll tell you.
A treasure, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. And which of the lengths do we have for you, Pat?
What is it, 15? Yeah, 15.
You like the shorter length?
Yeah.
Very nice. And
well, I'm not even 5 foot, so it's a good length for me.
Okay. And if you ever need to adjust it, there is a little bit of an extender there, Pat.
Right.
So maybe with a turtleneck or something in the wintertime, you need a little extra, you'll have that.
Yeah, good.
Good. I'm glad that it worked out for you.
Yes, it did.
Thanks for calling in and have a nice rest of your day.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So again, 3 different lengths to choose from. Hi, Bob Bauer Socks.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Nice to see you. Well, I came back for one special show. And then I'm taking the rest of September off. Thank you. See you soon. All right, J05941, quick update for you. We started with 2,000 of our big and bold Omega back earrings. There's fewer than 400 to go around. So if you're interested in those earrings, please make sure that you dial in. And remember, $2 will be donated from the vendor. QVC will match that. So $4 total for those earrings donated to the American Red Cross's hurricane relief efforts. I was just saying hi to Bob Bauer Socks. Didn't mean to exclude all of you from our conversation. Haven't seen Bob in a few months. But Bob's going to, of course, at noon when he's in the kitchen cooking. And at 1 o'clock this afternoon, he's going to be with you for a QVC sampler. And he's going to be talking with my friend Barbara Zagnoni about a great iron from Rowenta. This is the perfect iron. Why do they call it the perfect iron? You're going to have to tune in and find out. But what I will tell you is that it sold out when it was on the air in July. And today's the first day it's ever been on 4 easy payments. So Bob will have more for you on that coming up today at 1 o'clock, V20243. It's one of our hot picks of the day. Another one of our hot picks of the day is a bracelet that I could do a whole hour show just on this one bracelet. I really could. This bracelet has such a great history. It has sold out many times before on QVC, including in silver style. I'd love to take your phone calls if you own this. What I want you to know first and foremost, I know this bracelet is more expensive. It's actually the most expensive item in silver style today. Here's what I need you to know. This is the only day in the entire month of September we're putting it on Easy Pay, so take advantage of the opportunity there, okay? That allows you to break your payments into two. We offer this in a 7.5 and an 8-inch length. This is a bracelet that I call the cobblestone bracelet because to me it looks like an old world cobblestone street that instead of using old tumbled stones has been paved using gemstones. What gemstones do we have here? Let me count the ways. We have garnet, lapis, black mother of pearl, white mother of pearl, blue topaz, peridot, pink mother of pearl, amethyst, turquoise. You have carnelian. I mean, you have colors that are pastels. You have colors that are brights. You have colors that are neutrals. Every single stone in this bracelet is a genuine, natural of origin gemstone, with the exception of the turquoise. I just need to explain something about the turquoise. Because of the unusual shape that they used in this particular bracelet, and because turquoise can be a difficult stone to work with, all of the other stones that you see here are all solid cabochons. With the turquoise, they actually had to use a polymer to bond several pieces of turquoise together to get this shape. So it's still genuine turquoise, but it's not one single stone. It's several stones that had to be bonded together. But as you can see, the look looks as if it is one solid stone. So I just wanted you to understand the difference with this turquoise as opposed to everything else in the bracelet. Here's the history of this bracelet. This was designed after a bracelet that I own, actually. I had been down in the Caribbean. I have an aunt who lives in St. Croix. I visited there for several years in a row. There's a store there that I found that I love to buy jewelry, and I came home with this really cool bracelet about this wide, combination of opaque and faceted gems, kind of all scattered, similar to this, but not in as many colors. So we showed it to our jewelry. I showed it to the jewelry buyer here. We started working on things. She showed me this bracelet. We started tweaking the colors, and lo and behold, it was going to debut on Big Bonanza Silver Day in 2001. Well, I was supposed to kick off the day, and this was going to be one of my picks of the day. At about 11:30 that night, and I was supposed to go on the air at midnight, I got a terrible, awful stomach flu. Horrible. Had to leave the building. It's never happened to me in 12 years. Was so sick. Didn't get to work that day, so I didn't get to present this bracelet. But guess what? This bracelet sold out the first time it was supposed to be on the air. Before it ever even went on the air, people had just seen that it was coming up, and they swarmed on it. Took us several months to bring it back. We brought it back. It sold out again. Then took us over a year and a half to bring it back. Sold out again. So this is one of those special bracelets. I know it's more expensive. You will not regret it. It will go with everything in your wardrobe, no matter what the season, no matter what the style, no matter what the color of the moment. I've owned this bracelet since the first time it was on the air, even though I have my version of it, which was the kind of inspiration for it. I love this version. This version has more colors than the original. This version is more wearable, frankly, than my original. It just goes with everything. And with the colors and the shapes and the design, it looks like something you would buy from a jeweler and have it be a one-of-a-kind piece. It doesn't look like the kind of piece of jewelry that everybody will have. And I've yet to speak with any of you who own this bracelet who've been disappointed with it once you got it at home. So I recognize it's a little more expensive. We have Easy Pay, but today's the only day all month, so you might see this bracelet in a Gem Fest later this month. You might see this in a bracelet showcase. You will not see this on Easy Pay for the rest of this month. So take advantage of it. And in fact, usually when we offer it, we don't have Easy Pay on it at all. So take advantage of that opportunity. And again, all beautiful stones, all genuine stones: lapis, blue topaz, mother of pearl, garnet, carnelian, citrine, more mother of pearl, emerald cut blue topaz. There's the turquoise, peridot, amethyst. I mean, just sprinkled with color all the way through. Let's go off to the phones. Good morning. This is Jill. You're on the air. Who is this, please?
Hi, Jill. Congratulations. Welcome back. This is Barbara from New York.
Hi, Barbara. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing wonderfully.
Good.
I had a comment on this bracelet.
Okay.
I own this bracelet, and
right.
I have a lot of jewelry, and I can't begin to tell you how much I'm enjoying this bracelet and how many compliments I get and how well it's made. It will not catch on if you're wearing a silk blouse or a suit. It's just such a comfortable, user-friendly bracelet.
Yes, I agree. I'm glad you brought that up. I wouldn't have even thought to have raised that issue, but there aren't any prongs. They're all bezel set stones. So that's what helps to make it so smooth across the surface.
But they're all the same level, so nothing feels like it's uncomfortable.
Right.
It's the most comfortable bracelet, and I'm enjoying mine, so I thank you for bringing it to QVC.
Sure. Do you find that it just goes with everything, Barbara?
Everything.
Everything. I know. It's wonderful. It is like having the box of crayons there, you know. And what's my favorite color going to be today? And chances are it's in the bracelet.
Well, you do a phenomenal job.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I'm glad you've enjoyed the bracelet. I'm so glad you called to share that with everybody else, because I think you really have to see and feel this bracelet to appreciate even more how wonderful it is.
I don't think that the TV does it justice. I think once you see it up close and personal, the colors and the facets on the stones that are faceted, they're just so alive.
Right, right. Well, good. Thanks for calling in, Barbara. You have a great day.
And you as well.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. J01038. Let's go through all the stones on this bracelet again. I'm going to kind of start here at the clasp. Again, I'm wearing the 7.5-inch length. I have a small wrist, but as you can see, because it's wider and bolder, it comes down onto my hand a little bit, but it's not falling off. So if you normally wear a 6 3/4 or a 7-inch bracelet, I think you can wear this 7.5-inch. And don't forget, we have it in an 8-inch length too. So here you go. We have carnelian. We have your citrine in a heart shape, mother of pearl, black mother of pearl, blue topaz, turquoise, white mother of pearl, pink mother of pearl, faceted amethyst, faceted peridot. There's a cabochon of blue topaz, white mother of pearl, black mother of pearl, lapis, garnet. I mean, the list goes on. It's beautifully designed, J01038. And again, it's available for you on a 2-pay easy pay plan for the only day this month. Also want to let you know, this is another item where the vendor is going to be donating $1 for every item sold, all right? So for every item sold, $1 going to the hurricane relief efforts through the American Red Cross. QVC will match that donation. Hi, this is Jill. Good morning. You're on the air. Who is this, please?
This is Jamie from Texas.
Hi, Jamie. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing great.
What do you think of this bracelet?
I think it's gorgeous.
Do you own it?
No, I don't. I just ordered it, but I have the matching pendant that goes with it.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's the pendant. So you kind of got a little taste of what the mosaic looked like from the pendant.
Yes.
And then decided to go for the whole thing with the bracelet.
I'm very excited about it. It will go with everything.
If you love the pendant, you will be going crazy over the bracelet, Jamie. And I'm so glad we had easy pay for you on this today, too, because I know it's a little more expensive. But I'll tell you, when you find a bracelet that's this special and that you really could wear almost every day because it looks so good with everything, that little more money pays for itself over time.
Well, I've never been disappointed with anything I've gotten from QVC, so I know it will be gorgeous.
Good. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. I hope that you enjoy wearing it as much as I've enjoyed mine.
Well, thank you, and welcome back.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Can I just show you real quickly, too, before we wrap up? I just want you to see the back of this bracelet, because so many of our callers, when they talk about this bracelet, talk about the quality of our jewelry, and especially this particular piece. That's the back. So you can see how beautifully polished and finished the back of this bracelet is. These are segments that are hinged together so you can see the way that it moves. 1,700 of these have just been ordered. Thank you so much for your phone calls. Remember, again, the vendor will be donating $1 for every item sold for this particular piece. So that's $1 plus QVC matches that to be donated to the American Red Cross. 1,700 sold, 1,700 sold, and use that Easy Pay. This is the only day this month where you get that opportunity. Here's the pendant. That's what Jamie said she already owned, J84227. By the way, another hot pick in this show. We'll revisit this coming up. It's our only affinity diamond piece of the program. 1,500 of these have been ordered already. We've never, ever, ever had this on 3 easy payments, but we do today in silver style. So it's more affordable than ever before. And also don't forget about our polished Omegas. Close to 5,000 of these have been ordered this morning. This is the only show all month. There's 4 hours in the entire month of September where you can use Easy Pay on this piece. Those 4 hours are today, and those 4 hours are now down to an hour and a half left. So J93859, it's the best Omega in silver we offer on QVC. The sleekest, the most supple, the most flexible, the best to rival a good quality gold Omega we offer. So dial in for that if you're interested. And when we wrap up with Silver Style, here's kind of a sneak peek at what else is coming up today on QVC. At 12 noon, we're in the kitchen with Bob. At 1 o'clock, we have the QVC sampler. We will be featuring that Rowenta iron. That's a hot pick for this afternoon. The master bedroom coming up at 2 o'clock, and Susie Orman's financial freedom at 3 o'clock. All right, well, we're going to talk next about a Riccio necklace. I had a Riccio bracelet for you a little bit earlier this morning on Silver Style. I'll grab that from my tray in just a second. But here's a chance to get something very unusual. This is a Riccio necklace. And not only is it unusual to have a Riccio necklace, but look at the way they did this. This actually kind of looks like that dental molding that you find in really fine homes, or when you upgrade the crown molding in your home to that dental kind of molding. That's exactly what this looks like. When they created this pattern, the artisans had to leave spaces before they added the next bars of silver. These are all diamond cut across the surface, and that's diamond cut all the way up around your neck. This comes in a 17-inch length. This comes in a 19-inch length. So 2 nice lengths to choose from, especially this time of year. Again, I keep harping, or don't mean to harp really, on what's coming up with fall, but let's face it, I'm ready to start looking for turtlenecks. I love wearing turtlenecks. I love wearing new sweaters. So when we're thinking about changes in our wardrobe, sometimes our necklaces and our jewelry have to change a little bit too. The little bit longer length here, instead of 16 and 18, we did the 17 and the 19 inches, gives you that little bit of extra length so that it'll work nicely with your changing wardrobe styles. This fastens in the back with an oversized lobster claw clasp. This also is all made in Italy. So you have something fine Italian craftsmanship, which I think is really, really important. And if you picked up that Riccio bracelet a little bit earlier, you could do a really nice kind of Riccio wardrobe between the necklace and this particular piece. The width on this bracelet is 3/8 of an inch wide at its widest point. The nice thing about a Riccio also is that it's very flexible, and also the nice thing about a Riccio is that they use, solid links of sterling silver. So you have something that has a nice weight to it. You have something that feels good around your neck as you're wearing it. Fastens in the back, as I said, with that lobster claw clasp. And I'll tell you what, the diamond cutting on this, sometimes diamond cutting can feel a little bit rough. This diamond cutting is very well polished, I guess, for lack of a better word. There's nothing sharp here. So you can tell that once the diamond cutting took place, they went through a kind of a final buffing process, if you will, across the surface of the necklace so that it will not feel rough or scratchy. This is also the kind of necklace with this Riccio design with all these nooks and crannies that, if this should tarnish in any way over time, you might be wondering, well, how am I going to get into those nooks and crannies? Well, we have the Precious Jewelry Cleaner coming up in just a little bit so that you can let that formula get into those nooks and crannies, really dissolve that tarnish away, and then don't forget about storing this in our FlexOrb jewelry pouches, which we talked about earlier from Preserve. So we'll get your silver shiny. We'll have a way to keep it shiny. That's all been part of our Silver Style for you this morning. And here is the bracelet. So please ask about this ratio bracelet because we had this available for you in 2 lengths. But you know, the bracelet and the necklace, what a beautiful combination. They both have diamond cutting and be a really nice way to sort of have a dressier look in silver if that's what you're going for. 17 or 19 inches are the lengths there. Again, the beautiful bracelet is still available, so ask about that as well. This is J55588. It's your choice of the sterling graduated ratio necklaces for $55 or $60. Also coming up, this is from our artisan crafted jewelry collection. This is the Repoussé double row bracelet. It's J80563. Tell you how that's made. That's made by the Northern Hill tribes of Thailand. And love this necklace. This started out as one choice, and it's become so popular that we have all these different options for you now in the way of those multi-strand cords. I'll take you through all your color choices. That's coming up for $59.50. By the way, if you like the pin that I'm wearing, this is from our Suspicion Marcasite collection. Margot Potter is here to talk about this. It can also be worn as a pendant, and we'll be talking about that coming up in just a couple of minutes, so stay tuned for that. It's a really beautiful piece. All right, let's talk about some brand new earrings. These are from our Stoneform collection, and Stoneform, again, is a collection of jewelry which is made using chips of stone that are blended with a resin that can then be molded into unique shapes and sizes to give the illusion of a solid cabochon. If this was a solid cabochon of red coral and solid cabochons of turquoise and lapis, there's no way we could offer this earring set to you at $31. But by using the Stoneform process, we're still using genuine stone, we're using the smaller bits, we're forming it together to give you that bold, colorful look, and we're doing so at an affordable price. We offer another Stoneform interchangeable set on QVC. It's a bestseller. So we went to the Stoneform folks and said, look, we know our customers love interchangeability with your designs. Come up with something new, and they did. This set will give you 3 different sets of charms. So now you have, with one purchase, 3 different looks. This is red coral. So you have this kind of orangish red color that's been formed into a teardrop shape. When you don't want that, you can slip this off. And let me take this off of the jewelry bust form, and I'll show you how it works. You simply just slip this off of the finding, okay? So you get this little lever back finding. To wear it, it just slips down, and there you have it, okay? It's as easy as that. When you want to wear lapis one day, maybe you're wearing a great denim outfit, just slip it right onto the earring, and now you have lapis triangles. And look how they've softened the edges on those triangles, so it really has a nice look to it. It's not real harsh. I like the way they softened it. And then there might be days where you want to wear turquoise. Or maybe you're somebody that's interested in trying the look of turquoise, but you don't want to invest in just a turquoise pair of earrings. This gives you turquoise and lapis and the red coral. See that? And then they do it so nicely, the way they finish it. There's a nice band of silver, and then it's finished in the back as well. So great value here, great gift set. For those of you who like the idea of being able to interchange with one finding, I still love to wear lever backs. I know for a while you kind of didn't see them. Now they're kind of back. They're so comfortable. They're so easy to wear. And especially for dangles, they always allow that charm to dangle the right way. So it's always facing forward. It's always comfortable on the ear. There's nothing that's pinching in the back. You don't have to worry about any little backs falling. Liza's wearing the lapis blue, that real pretty kind of cobalt royal blue color. And listen, I mean, one pair of earrings usually cost you $31. Now you have the opportunity to get 3 different looks with one purchase. J60188 is your item number. Again, that's red coral, turquoise, and lapis. And the length on these earrings, when you have the charms in, is going to be about 1 1/4 inches long, and they're all just about 1/2 inch wide. So really nice dimension. The other set that we've offered before were smaller interchangeable charms, and they were all ovals. It was all the same shape, just in different colors. I love in this set that we gave you different shapes for the different colors, so you have even more variety than before. This is also a nice way to wear turquoise without it being too Southwestern. This is done in shiny silver, high polished silver. There's no oxidation. There's no Southwestern texture to it. This also works back, of course, all three of these do to the colors that are in our cobblestone bracelet. So if you picked up our mosaic bracelet, I mean, that'll match the turquoise. There's lapis to match the lapis, and the carnelian and the red coral look really nice together. So if you picked up this bracelet, you might want to think about getting these earrings, because these earrings will interchange nicely with the stones that are in your mosaic bracelet. So stay on the line for each of these. J60188 is your item number. Also, don't forget, earlier in Silver Style, we had one other piece from our stone form collection, and that was our stone form cross. This is the last show that we're offering that cross at the introductory price. So make sure, if you're interested in that cross, that you do dial in. That was available in turquoise, and that can tie in nicely to the turquoise choice in those earrings. Also still to come, another great gift idea, we have our bold script initial enhancers. So J05949 is your item number for the bold script enhancer, $21.12. All letters available except for O and U. Those are the only two choices that we don't have available. So coming up today at noon, we're in the kitchen with Bob Bauer Socks. Don't forget, my pin is coming up right after this, along with Margot Potter. So stick around, more Silver Style after this.
QVC program host Bob Bauer Socks works hard on camera and behind the scenes to bring you top quality cookware, tools, and foods that make mealtime a piece of cake. Share Bob's knowledge and passion for cooking with favorite recipes, great food, and cookware that's a cut above the rest. In the Kitchen with Bob, Sundays at noon Eastern, only on QVC.
Beauty by Tova is a simple, elegant, classic line. I feel that women feel feminine. They feel alive and refreshed, but with a little bit of that seduction side of it. If she can feel better because of using the Tova scents, utilizing the beautiful lipsticks, and feeling better about herself, then I feel I've done a good job.
Indulge yourself with Tova Borgnine's cosmetics and fragrances, and make every moment a Tova moment during Beauty by Tova. 3 shows this Tuesday on QVC.
To contribute to the American Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund for Hurricanes 2005, call 1-800-HELP-NOW or visit www.redcross.org.
We're continuing with Silver Style. Many of you have been calling and asking about the pin that I'm wearing, and Margot Potter is here to tell us all about it with our Suspicion Marcasite collection. Good morning. Nice to see you, Margot. Thank you. Thank you very much. Always nice to see you and work with you. Margot has a wonderful background in jewelry design, vintage jewelry, and I think that's where your appreciation for Suspicion Marcasite comes out as well.
Really, this line is such an extraordinary line. I'm so happy to be part of it, because we really take what is great about Marcasite, and has been for hundreds of years, and we've updated it for the modern woman.
Yeah, it's not, you and I were talking before, it's not the Marcasite jewelry that maybe we saw our grandmothers wear. Right. It has the same sparkle that we loved about that jewelry, but again, a little more modern interpretation.
Right, we tried to just give it something new,
yeah,
a new twist.
Well, this piece, the first time this debuted, blew out the door during one of our, I think, Big Bonanza silver events was the first time it was on the air, and it's continued to be so popular. This is 12 carats of smoky quartz, which is, I love smoky quartz. There's such this golden quality within it. And then look at all of the work. I mean, the craftsmanship on this is fantastic.
Just the cutting of the Marcasite. We take the pyrite and we facet it with a Swiss cutting, which is a 6-sided cut, and it's perfectly identical cuts. So the reflectivity of that Marcasite is beautiful. And then when you surround a gorgeous piece of smoky quartz with all that millgrain work and those beautiful faceted Marcasites, you get the most rich, sumptuous piece of jewelry.
Now, I'm wearing it as a pin, but I want to point out on Margot, you're wearing it as a pendant.
Right, pin
so
and
you
pendant.
Can wear it both ways, be great on a cord. You're actually wearing one of our Suspicion necklaces with a little stone sparkle throughout. So you have options on how you can wear this piece, and isn't this timely with all the colors and fashions that are coming into play for fall?
Absolutely, because it's a filigree pin, you're actually going to see the color that's coming from underneath it. And filigree is everywhere. When I walked the JA show a few weeks ago up in New York, and that's where they sell the diamonds and the pearls and all the fabulous jewelry, and filigree was everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I want to show this against some different colors because I think a lot of times people think that with marcasite, it only looks good on black.
Right, black, white.
But I mean, I'm wearing kind of this sort of terracotta orange today. You have on the brown with the smoky quartz, but look at it against some of these other shades. I mean, even when you put it against pinks.
I love it. I love brown and pink. I think that's such a fresh combination.
Look at that. And again, you get that stained glass effect, the way the color comes through.
Right, so it's almost chameleon-like.
Yeah, look at it with blue. Yeah. Look at that.
That is phenomenal.
I love that. And then here's kind of one of the tweed textures that you might be wearing for fall.
And textures everywhere again, and
look at that.
because of all the texturing with the filigree and work with silver, that's phenomenal.
It's beautiful. Or since this has kind of an olive green background, if you have an olive green jacket, think of how beautiful olive green. Or I had camel out here earlier. Let me grab the camel.
Right, your camel
color.
hair coat you've had for years.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's new, it's fresh.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So pretty.
It is.
And that stone, let's talk about the smoky quartz stone, because sometimes smoky quartz can be so dark that you can't really see that there is this sort of golden magic within the stone. And this is such a beautiful quality stone.
It's a nice quality, you're right. So it's a nice shade of brown that really is going to capture the light and take the light in. And then play with it. I mean, that's the point of wearing jewelry. And marcasite jewelry, in particular, really plays with light so beautifully. It captures the light in a way that I don't think anything else does. It's almost like moonlight. It's magical, feminine, sexy, beautiful.
Well, we know that brown's a big color for the season, so anything that you have in shades of browns or neutrals, this is going to work with. It'll also look beautiful on a gray cashmere twin set. You know, I mean, it's a beautiful piece of jewelry. And whether you wear it as a pin or you wear it as a pendant, you know, you wear it to make it more your style. If you want to jazz up that winter coat, this can certainly do that. I was saying earlier, I was never a pin person until about a year ago, when all of a sudden all these brooches and things came out. And now when I put on a jacket, I almost feel like I'm not dressed until I finish it off with a pin.
It's really true. Now, I, on the other hand, have been wearing pins for years. So I'm so happy that there's a bigger amount of pins to choose from. And this one is just, everyone should have a pin like this in their wardrobe. This one really does have the look of antiquity, the look of the Victorian era, but then update it for the modern woman. And I love that it's a pin and a pendant, so you get both options.
I was just going to say, if you're looking at it and saying, but I'd never wear it as a pin, I bet you would wear it as a pendant. And now with, you know, the layered look of longer chains, wear this on a 20-inch chain and then frame it with a 24-inch chain, or frame it with a strand of black pearls.
I love that.
I mean, you can, you know, mix and match all of these different textures and all of these different stones to create such a beautiful look. And again, the marcasite collection under the Suspicion brand, only available here at QVC. More designer-inspired pieces, more intricate work in the marcasite. A lot of times when you see marcasite in the department stores, all they've simply done, they'll say, you know, marcasite pieces $19.99 each.
Right.
But when you look at it, there's maybe one or two pieces of marcasite, and the rest are faceted pieces of silver that they've oxidized to look like marcasite. Here, when you look at the amount of stonework, those are all hand set. I've been to some of the factories where these pieces are made. There are artisans sitting there with tweezers, picking these pieces of marcasite up and meticulously putting them into place.
Right, I mean, it's an amazing amount of handwork that goes in, from faceting those stones and that beautiful Swiss cutting to hand setting them piece by piece by piece. And we really try to encrust every piece of marcasite jewelry here at QVC with as much as we can put in it without it being just way too over the top.
Yeah, right, too much. So stay on the line if you're dialing in. It's the only piece of Suspicion that we have for you in our Silver Styles program this morning. It's the only piece of smoky quartz that I have for you this morning. If you're trying to think of something else to wear with this, a little bit earlier we had those petite hoop earrings with gemstones in them. So garnet would be gorgeous with this.
Love it.
Citrine would be gorgeous with this. Peridot is beautiful with this.
I love peridot. I love that green with this. And you know, right now there's a lot of ponchos out, there's a lot of ruanas out, there's all kinds of scarves. What do you do with it? You know, you throw it on, but it doesn't stay. You put a nice big pin there.
Great
keep it gorgeous, and you look fabulous.
Idea. In fact, a lot of you I know bought some of the capelets and things that we had on our Rose of Tralee Irish event a couple days ago. Wouldn't this be so gorgeous with the textures and things that you saw in those tweeds and those cable stitches? It's just yummy. I just love it. 500 of these have been ordered. It's $77 and change. Stay on the line if you're dialing in. Any special care people need to know about with marcasite, Margot?
Do not dip marcasite in any kind of cleaning solution. Do not get it wet. What you want to do is You can use a marcasite or a silver cleaning solution, but you want to put it on a cloth first.
Okay.
And then just wipe it clean.
All right.
And other than that, you know, don't go swimming in it. Don't wear it in the shower.
Right.
That's all. Just, you know, and keep it preserved. Keep it in your preserve so that it keeps it from tarnishing.
Sometimes just a soft cloth is really all you need
really
to clean it. And the same with your beautiful smoky quartz gemstone there as well. Right. Stay on the line if you're dialing in. Our only suspicion piece, that's a big 12 carats. I mean, if you added up all the gemstones that I have in my jewelry box, I don't know that if I have 12 carats total. So 12 carats and one large stone. The measurement on this piece is 2 inches with the bail in terms of top to bottom, 1 5/8 of an inch across. All hand set marcasite. Look at the way you sort of have the little bezel set marcasite stones, that mill grain work, almost like a pave kind of a look around that stone. And I always like to turn the pieces this way too, so you can see the way that stone is mounted. Beautiful work. Stay on the line. J08906. Nice to see you, Margot.
Great to see you too.
Do you have a suspicion show coming up anytime soon?
I'm going to be on with Leah, and then I have a show at the end of the month. I think the 29th.
All right, so look on your program guides to find out more about our Suspicion Marcasite collection. Thanks again, Margot.
Take care.
And stay on the line if you're dialing in for our smoky quartz pin pendant. All right, this is coming up. It's our oval lapis bezel set ring. The lapis in that ring, also a great match back to our mosaic hot pick that's going to be coming up. And you've heard me mention this several times this morning on Silver Style. When you have tarnished silver, how do you get the tarnish off? When you have buildup on your gemstones, how do you get them to sparkle again? The Precious Jewelry Cleaner Kit is the answer, and that's going to be coming up in just a little bit. L3155 is your item number. We'd love to take your phone calls. Wait till you see the way that Precious Jewelry Cleaner will just dissolve that tarnish away. And Jack Gordon is here this morning. We'll be visiting with him coming up. All right, well, the earrings that I'm wearing are what we're going to talk about next. They're brand new, they are comfortable, they are fun. I just couldn't resist. That's why I put them on. They're done in filigree, they have great movement to them, and they're just, I don't know, they're just fresh, they're just fun. I mean, for years, and many of you know this, I am a devoted fan of hoop earrings. I have more hoop earrings. I have every shape, every size. If they came in squares, circles, skinny, fat, you know, whatever, I had them all. Silver, gold, rose gold, gemstone, had them all. Love myself my hoop earrings. What I love about this for a dangle is it's like taking a hoop and just facing it forward. So, for those of you who are out there saying, I'm like Jill, I like hoop earrings too. I think hoops look better on me than any other style. But I know that dangles are so popular. I know a drop earring is kind of where everybody's, you know, updating their look. This is an easy way for you to go from a traditional hoop to a dangle, because all you're really doing is facing that hoop forward. They measure 1 3/4 of an inch long. These aren't even 2 inches long, so they're not going to come down too far. And look how interesting they are. Look at the texture that you have here with the filigree work, and I love that you have this little mini hoop that's facing forward in the inside of the larger hoop. Kind of looks like a crescent moon that's turned to a smile, is kind of what I saw when I looked at these before. They are lightweight, they are fun. There's no diamond cutting on these, which is really surprising to me, but it's the mill grain type of wire that's used to create the filigree that creates the sparkle in these earrings. So made in Italy, 1 3/4 of an inch long, 1 1/8 of an inch wide, $29.50. These also, as we move into fall, the other thing I would invite you to think about is this. You know, in spring and summer, we kind of are wearing sheerer materials, open neckline, short sleeves, sleeveless, but in the wintertime, what happens? We cover up. So now we're wearing long sleeves, we're buttoning up our blouses, we're wearing turtlenecks, long pants, long boots. Sometimes an earring is the only place where you can really be showy with your jewelry. Now, I don't want to scare you. It's not like these are shoulder dusters or that they're, you know, 5 inches wide, but they are kind of showy because there's texture, because there's movement, because they dangle. So why not consider getting a pair like this just to sort of update that turtleneck and slacks look, or update your blazer and skirt and boots look, because you're not going to be able to wear and expose as much jewelry as you could before, so let these earrings do the trick for you. J55177, your item number. Stay on the line if you're dialing in. If you like the necklace that Liza has on, it's coming up in just a minute. Hi, this is Jill. You're on the air. Who is this, please?
Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. How are you?
Okay.
Where are you calling in from?
Illinois.
Nice to have you with us. What did you like about these earrings?
I love silver, for one thing.
Okay.
I love dangle earrings.
All right.
And those look like they just swing in different directions.
Mm-hmm.
So I just love them.
Great. And they're really comfortable. They're not heavy on the ear at all. They fit very nicely, so I think you'll be pleased with them.
I will, and they actually look gorgeous on you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much. I couldn't resist them. I thought, you know, I know they're new, but I just needed something for a pick-me-up today.
I know.
So.
I was watching them when I first flipped the channels, and I saw the earrings on you, and I was like, I have to have them.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad you like them. I hope you enjoy them.
Okay, and welcome back.
Thank you very much. Thanks for calling.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So stay on the line if you're dialing in. Brand new from Italy, filigree work dangle. Not overwhelming, not down to here, not this wide. And here's the other thing that I would say to you. I know a lot of you sometimes are a little intimidated by circles because you feel like it's going to make your face more round. I have a round face too. And with a few more pregnancy pounds that I still have to lose, my face is rounder than normal. But I'll tell you, I think because you have openness here with the filigree, I think because you're not just looking at one circle, but there's interesting things to look at here with the two circles and the movement. There's openness here that lightens up the shape so you don't feel like it's all so round. There's something more going on with them so that the shape isn't going to make you feel like it's round face, round earrings. The filigree work and the two dangles really break that up. Only earring like this that we have in silver style. They're brand new. You've never seen them before. J55177. And by the way, the filigree in these earrings work back beautifully to the filigree in the leaf pendant that I'm wearing that's part of our Hot Pick. The Hot Pick Omega is enhanced by this filigree leaf pendant. This filigree leaf pendant, the same filigree in these earrings. 700 of those just ordered. J55177 is your item number. One of our hot picks of the day is this Affinity Diamond Vintage Style ring. This is the first day it's ever been on 3 easy payments. We've never made it this affordable before. It's a 1/4 carat worth of diamonds. We will revisit this coming up in just a little bit. Can I tell you that when I see this on my hand, it looks like so much stronger of a diamond presence. I think you really have to see this in person. We'll do some nice close-ups for you, but that's coming up J2740 at about 10 after 11, so stay tuned for that. Also a reminder, another hot pick coming up today, our Rowenta Perfect Iron. What makes it so perfect? Well, Bob Bowersox is going to show it to you today at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. He'll be with you in the QVC sampler. This sold out when it was on the air in July, and today is the first day we've ever had it on 4 easy payments. So that's J20243, and that'll be coming up with Bob at 1 o'clock this afternoon. All right, well, the next item that we have for you is from our Artisan Crafted collection. Whenever you see an item from our Artisan Crafted collection, you need to know that essentially this piece is made by hand. It is not made in a factory. It is not made with the, highest technological advances in machinery. It is made using the most primitive of tools in the most primitive of situations in some instances. And this particular piece here comes to us from the Northern Hill tribes of Thailand. Let me explain to you what repoussé means. What they've done here is they've taken 3 pieces of sterling silver, sheets of sterling silver, cut them out in this design, okay? See the floral pattern there? That's created from the back. Do you see all these little punch holes, if you will? What they will do, and then in this section here you can see the shape of the flower. They take small little tools that are made out of little blocks of wood or little piece of metal in the shape of flowers, and they hammer it with a rubber mallet from the back. And by hammering it from the back, it pushes that pattern into the silver so that you have raised dimension from the top. Isn't that amazing? I mean, that's incredible. Are you kidding me? I have a hard enough time keeping up with my 5-year-old doing arts and crafts, just cutting out simple shapes, Here are people that are creating patterns in silver. Then, okay, so there's that part of it. Then, see the chain part of this bracelet? That's not made from a machine. That's handmade using wire that's braided and woven by hand. Then they do that same repoussé hammering technique to finish the back clasp of this bracelet. And oh yeah, all this handwork in the Northern Hill tribes of Thailand, where families are doing this in small hut-like villages, and it's $45. you would spend that much money on a steak dinner at any restaurant in the United States. By the time you have your salad and your steak and maybe a glass of wine, you've probably spent $45 on one meal. This is $45 for something that is completely handmade, that is not using machinery, that is not using technology, using primitive techniques to create beautiful art. You're wearing art, essentially, with this kind of a bracelet. And it's one of those pieces that becomes, I think, a signature piece, because you just don't see jewelry like this. And frankly, the people in the Northern Hill tribes of Thailand are the only people in the world who still use this repoussé technique. In this day and age, to get this look, most of the time, they try to recreate it with machines in factories. It's not the same. This has been touched by dozens of pairs of hands to create handmade jewelry, and that's really what this is. So appreciate it for its art form, appreciate it for its technique, appreciate it for its weight, and the fact that we are able to travel the world and work with artisans like this to bring you jewelry. I don't know anybody else in the television shopping industry or in the jewelry business period that can bring you this kind of artisan crafted work for this kind of a price. Let's go to the phones. By the way, this is 7 1/4 inches. It's J80563. Good morning. This is Jill. You're on the air. Who is this, please?
Mary.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Great.
Nice to have you with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
How can I help you? Were you interested in this bracelet?
Oh, yeah. When I was flipping through channels, it caught my eye, and I had to order it.
Did you hear the story of how this is made?
No, I didn't.
All by hand, Mary.
Oh,
I mean, these are sheets of silver that are cut out. They hammer the pattern from the back so that it kind of pushes the pattern into the silver. This part of the bracelet is all woven and braided with wire by hand.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's just, when you see it in person, television does not do this piece justice because you just can't see the detail, but this floral motif is so gorgeous. I know when you get it at home, you'll be even more pleased.
Well, I have an antique bracelet that it will match really well.
Nice, very nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you so much, Jill. I can't wait to get it, and I just want to tell you, I just love watching your show. I love you, and I love QVC.
Thank you. Thanks so much for dialing in this morning.
Well, thank you.
All righty, take care.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye-bye.
So stay on the line if you're dialing in for this particular piece. Again, 3 different pieces of silver that all had to be, hammered into that pattern. I mean, you have leaves and flowers and centers of flowers and different textures and raised beads. I mean, it's just incredible. Please make sure when you get this piece at home, you really spend a minute appreciating the craftsmanship of how this piece was created. Over 600 have been ordered. It's J80563. $45 is your price. And by the way, you can see, because this is all done by hand. Hi, John Rizzo. Watch that light. You're going to put me in shadows. Because this is made by hand, that's what's going to make it so flexible. Stay on the line. Now listen, we still have 1 hour to go in Silver Style. We still have this watch to talk about. It gives you 2 looks with the bracelet. All sterling silver on one side, the sterling silver with the gold center on the other, and then you get 2 interchangeable bezels, one in the gold tone, one in the sterling silver. All those looks, adjustable, will show you how, fits all wrist sizes, and it's on 4 easy payments for the only day this month. It's from Ecclesi, J92105. That's still to come. We have our big, bold, multi-strand necklace coming up. We have my hot pick Omega necklace, the diamond ring. It's going to be a busy last hour. Don't go away. And Susie Orman is coming up later today. Here's when you can find her.
Big-time Emmy Award-winning TV host, best-selling author, and financial expert, Susie Orman.
There are 2 things in life that every single one of you need in order to get your finances in order. Number 1, your FICO scores, and they've got to be up there. And you need a will, a trust, and all those documents. Now you can get everything right here on QVC with me. It's easy, it's simple, and you can do it.
Get on the right track for your future with Susie Orman's Financial Freedom. Today at 3 p.m. and tomorrow at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern. Beauty. It's a philosophy. Discover hope. Find a state of grace. And give yourself an amazing gift. Because the best cosmetic is great-looking skin. That's my philosophy. Find yours this Monday during Philosophy Two 2-hour shows at 5 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern on QVC.
As our nation faces one of the most tragic natural disasters in our history, QVC and our family of vendors want to help. Through September 8th, when you see this graphic, know that the vendor will contribute a portion of the sales of that product to the American Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund for Hurricanes 2005, and QVC will match that donation. To make your own contribution, call the American Red Cross at 1-800-HELP-NOW or visit www.redcross.org.